Every day, without even realizing it, you do things that make your dog love you more. It's not the treats, the toys, or the walks in the park that matter most. It's the little things, the simple gestures, the quiet moments that speak louder than words. When you walk into the room and see their tail wag like it's powered by joy, or when they rest their head on your leg as if to say, "You're my favorite human," that's love in its purest form. Dogs don't measure love the way we do. They don't count gifts or keep score. They feel it through tone, rhythm, consistency, and presence. Every small thing you do, talking to them, keeping routines, offering a gentle touch, or even just being nearby, adds another layer to their trust and affection. You might think it's ordinary, but to them, it's everything. This story isn't about learning new tricks or fancy training methods. It's about seeing the beauty in what already exists between you and your dog. Because love doesn't grow in moments of perfection. It grows in moments of kindness, safety, and connection. So today, let's uncover the 5 simple, beautiful things you already do every single day that make your dog's heart love you even more. When you talk to your dog, even about the smallest things, you're doing something far deeper than filling the silence. You're building love through sound. Your voice is their comfort, their signal that the world is safe. Dogs don't understand every word, but they understand your tone, your rhythm, and the emotion behind every sentence. When you say their name softly or laugh while telling them a story, they don't just hear noise, they feel warmth. Imagine your dog sitting beside you while you cook or work, ears perked every time you say something. To them, your voice is music, familiar, soothing, and full of love. Science backs this up. Dogs recognize their owner's voice instantly and show physical signs of happiness when they hear it. Their heart rate slows, their tail wags gently, and their brain releases oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds a parent to a child. Even on the days you feel tired or distracted, when you talk to them about your day or tell them they're a good boy, it means the world. It's not about the words, it's about your energy. Your dog learns that your voice equals safety, affection, and belonging. So, talk to them often. Let them hear their name in your happiest tone. Tell them they're loved, even if they can't repeat it back. Because every word you speak softly is another way your dog's heart says, "I love you too." To you, daily routines might seem repetitive. Feeding at the same time, morning walks, bedtime cuddles, but to your dog, they mean the world. Dogs find deep comfort in knowing what comes next. Every moment that follows a pattern, your alarm ringing, the sound of the leash, the clink of the food bowl, becomes a promise that life is safe and predictable. It's their way of understanding love through rhythm and consistency. When you follow a routine, your dog learns trust without words. They know that no matter how their day goes, you'll show up at the same time, in the same way. That predictability creates emotional security. In their heart, they think, "My human always comes back." This feeling is what separates fear from faith for them. Even something as small as saying goodnight or greeting them after work builds connection. They anticipate it, not because of habit alone, but because it's proof you care enough to show up the same way every day. Dogs live entirely in the present, but routine teaches them to trust the future. When life gets busy and chaotic, your dog doesn't need grand gestures. They need the reassurance that their little world still makes sense. So keep that routine, even if it's simple. The morning walk, the evening cuddle, the snack before bed. To you, it's daily life. To them, It's love made visible, consistency that whispers, "You can always count on me." There's a kind of magic in the way your dog melts under your hand when you reach out to touch them. That quiet sigh, the way their body relaxes, it's love unfolding in real time. Physical affection is how dogs feel most connected. When you pet them, scratch behind their ears, or run your fingers through their fur, it's not just comfort, it's communication. It tells them, "You're safe, you belong, you are loved." Touch releases oxytocin in both of you, the same hormone that deepens trust between parents and children. It lowers stress, slows the heart rate, and creates an invisible bond that words could never replace. Think of those moments when you've had a long day, and your dog rests their head on your lap as if they know exactly what you need. That gentle weight is their way of saying, "I'm here for you." When you respond with a soft pat or a slow rub, you're speaking right back in their language. Some dogs crave affection constantly, others only seek it when they feel secure. Either way, every gentle touch reassures them that they're part of your world. You might not notice, but the way they lean into your hand or close their eyes is their silent thank you. It's in these little gestures that love grows deepest. A belly rub before bed, a head scratch when they sit beside you, or a lazy afternoon cuddle on the couch. Each one becomes a thread in the fabric of your relationship. So next time your dog nudges your hand for a pat, pause for a moment. Feel that soft connection, that heartbeat under your palm. In that instant, you're not just comforting them, you're reminding them that they're loved beyond words. There's something special about the way your dog looks into your eyes. It's not just curiosity, it's connection. When your dog meets your gaze, they're reading your emotions, searching for reassurance, affection, and love. Scientists have found that when you and your dog share eye contact, both of your bodies release oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds parents to their children. It's one of nature's purest ways of saying, "I trust you." You might notice how your dog tilts their head when you talk, or how their eyes soften when you smile. They don't understand every word, but they understand your expression. Your smile tells them they're safe, that you're happy with them, and that the bond between you is strong. Even a quick glance filled with warmth can turn an ordinary moment into one of emotional closeness. In a world that moves so fast, eye contact is like slowing down time. It's a shared silence that says everything without sound. Dogs crave that kind of attention. It's their mirror for love. When you look at them with affection, you're telling them that they matter, that you see them not just as a pet, but as family. So next time your dog catches your eye, don't look away. Hold their gaze for just a second longer. Smile, even if you've had a rough day, because to them, that simple smile is proof that their world is still bright, still safe, still full of love. Sometimes, the most powerful way you show love to your dog is simply by being there. You don't have to talk, move, or do anything special. Your presence alone is enough. Dogs are creatures of companionship. To them, your scent, your breathing, even the sound of you walking around the house brings peace. Every moment spent near you tells them, "I belong here. My world is whole." Think about how your dog follows you from room to room or lies down near your feet while you work. They're not asking for attention, they just want to exist close to you. That's love in its simplest form. Shared silence, shared time. Whether it's a short walk in the morning or an afternoon nap side by side, these are the moments that become their favorite memories. In a busy life, It's easy to underestimate the power of stillness. But for your dog, time with you is the truest sign of affection. You don't need to entertain them constantly or fill every second with activity. Just being there, fully present, is enough. So the next time your dog curls up beside you and sighs softly, stay a little longer. Look at them, smile, breathe in that quiet comfort. Because to your dog, your time is love, and every minute you share adds another heartbeat to their happiness. When you look back at your days with your dog, you'll realize that love isn't made of big moments. It's made of small, quiet ones. Every word you speak, every routine you keep, every touch, glance, and minute spent together weaves a story of trust and devotion. You don't have to be perfect or do grand things to make your dog love you more. You just have to be there, present, kind, and consistent. Your dog doesn't love you for the gifts you buy or the adventures you plan. They love you because you are their world, their voice, their comfort, their family. When you talk to them, you make them feel heard. When you keep their routine, you give them peace. When you touch them gently, you remind them they're safe. When you look into their eyes, you tell them they matter. And when you simply spend time beside them, you show them that love doesn't need words, it only needs presence. So the next time your dog curls up beside you or greets you at the door, remember, you're doing it right. They already love you more than you can imagine, and every small act of kindness you give just makes that love grow deeper. Your dog doesn't need you to be extraordinary. They just need you to be you, because in their eyes, you already are.